Two quick questions about your research. One, is it really just looking and listening closely?
It's hanging out. It's hanging out. Every once in a while, I feel like rather than just, I don't like hang out like I'm in the middle of the street, come take me. You know, I'll try to smart bomb my hanging out, but you know, I don't have any questions. I don't have an agenda. Once I'm with who I want to be, I just want to hang out.
And then second, when do you know you're done with research and ready to write?
When I ask somebody a question, and that person, as they're answering me, I'm mouthing exactly what they're going to say, and they say it, and then I realize I'm just out here because I don't want to write.
Other than your own books, what are the favorite books that you enjoy reading?
My reading is really eclectic. It's just whatever. You know, I'm not trying to be coy about this, but I mean, I'll read a history book, I'll read a novel. I'm living with novelist Lorraine Adams, and her work is very powerful. Jesus Christ. And she's, I mean, I'm very involved in her work, and it's very different than my work, but that's not fair because we, you know, we're living together, so I can't really say that and leave that out. But I'm just all over the place. I'm like a mess. Basically, I read the Daily News.
Let's go back to The Wanderers and kind of use it as bookends your career. Aside from dirty language, which is certainly a senatorial candidate without approval in Delaware, there's wonderful allusions to music of the period, and that leads to my question, which is kind of like a footnote to your career. Tell us about your relationship with Michael Jackson.
Relationship with what?
Michael Jackson.
Well, we were lovers. But then I turned 13, and so I have through my pajamas, you know. He's just a very odd duckling. I did the music video for the appropriately titled song "Bad," and I just met him one day. But it was like Martin Scorsese came to me to say Quincy Jones came to him to say Michael Jackson wants to do a hardcore video to show the brothers he's down. So he goes to a Hollywood black guy like Quincy Jones, who goes to an asthmatic Italian, who goes to an asthmatic Jew, to make Michael Jackson look tough. So I wrote this little 8-page thing, and they were shooting it in a subway station, the Hoyt-Schermerhorn Street station, and somebody said, "You want to go meet Michael Jackson? It's in this trailer." I read it, yeah, sure, of course. So I go in there, and this kid comes out, and he's tall. He's tall. He looked to be close to be, maybe not 6 feet tall, but and he had really bad skin, and his hair was kind of plastered down, and he was drinking some vile dark green stuff. I don't know what it is. And he looked like a runaway, you know, that you would find in the Minnesota Strip, you know, when they were picking up all these runaways. And I remember he came up to me, and at one point, his character had to make a reference to, somebody asked him, "Well, what's your major?" And he said, "Well, we don't have majors in this high school." I go, "Oh, well, what's your minor?" You know, and then he said to me, "What's a major? Is that like an army guy?" And I realized this guy had never been in school his entire life. He's always been privately tutored. He was famous for him since he was 5. And then he asked me some other question that just showed me this guy knew nothing about the world. And he just said, "How do you know this stuff?" And I said, you know, it's like the bus is yellow, you know. It's like, how do you know? It's like, because it hit me, you know. And I remember the last thing he said to me, out of the blue, he said, "Do you like Michael Angelo?" And I'm going, "Michael?" Angelo. Oh, you mean Michelangelo? And I go, "Yeah, sure." And he goes, "Yeah, me too." And then he disappeared in the back of the bus, and that was it. So, not much of a story.